Welcome back, Pokemon Trainers. Professor Chaz here. The lab coat's on back order, and it is the 1st of September, and a special new event is happening here in Pokemon GO. It is the Season of Mischief. We've gone from Season of Legends, I believe was the previous one, now starting into the next 3-month special season here in Pokemon GO. Once we get into the game, I got to turn on the music. I had it turned off, didn't think ahead of time, get it ready for this video. In fact, I wasn't even intending to record as of the 1st of this month, but I kind of want to, because this whole Season of Mischief is going to lead to some pretty interesting stuff. Our friend Hoopa up in the corner will be a highlight. As we just hear, Professor Willow jumps on in. Immediately, I'm going to go to settings. Let's get the music in full force. Alright, so let's take a quick look around. We see Matang here in a raid. What else is happening? Not too much, I don't think. What is that? Pelipper. Okay, some basic stuff. We gotta first of all go to our news section. I want to read what's going on as far as the Season of Mischief. Alright, so I think what we'll go right into is there's a lot to talk about. Let's just go right into this Pokemon GO 5th anniversary. Welcome to the Season of Mischief. We're gonna jump right over into the blog immediately and read what this has to say. Alright, I'm going to lose my recording, of course. I'm going to splice in the screenshots as usual. I have to remember, record when we get back into the game. But welcome to the Season of Mischief. The strange events of Pokemon GO Fest 2021 continue in the Season of Mischief. This season will focus on Hoopa, the Mischief Pokemon, which you can encounter early in this season's special research story. Interesting, called Misunderstood Mischief. When Hoopa summoned legendary Pokemon during GO Fest, time and space were distorted. Hoopa has also brought Pokemon from Galar to Pokemon GO for the first time. I do have my Greedent now. I am ready to evolve into a Dubwool, and I got my Phalanx. Good old Platoon is on the team now. Be sure to follow along during the season, see what else might happen. So, of course, it's running for the entire length of the season, ending on December 1st, 2021 at 10 a.m. local time. So, Hoopa is arriving. Beginning September 1st at 10 a.m. I'm a little bit late in the game. I was taking care of some stuff, and we're now getting finally started with this season. Let's see. Throughout the Season of Mischief, you'll gain access to different sets of tasks in the special research story. For instance, you'll be able to encounter Confined Hoopa by completing a set of tasks that will unlock on the 5th, so just a few days from now. Learn Hoopa's secrets during the season. You'll be able to access parts of this season's special research story when certain events begin. The story will focus on discovering more about Hoopa and its strange occurrences during the season, so stay tuned and follow with the story. If you complete the story, you'll be able to access a special event at the end of the season that might have something to do with Hoopa. I'm going to say it right now. I suspect we'll be getting Ultra Wormholes, because I feel like Hoopa's rings are very reminiscent of Ultra Wormholes. I think Ultra Beasts might be on their way. Also, let me know if you see any spiders around. I was grabbing like the seat cushion behind me here off from the side, and as I looked up, big old spider right in my face, web right there, and I had to slowly back up. 'Tis the season of spiders, apparently. Anyway, Hoopa can't be sent to Pokemon Home for now. For trainers unable to play during the season, Confined Hoopa may be available again in the future. So just to be safe, do it now while you can, in case it doesn't come back. Alright, so we're at September 1st. First, welcome to the Season of Mischief. September 5th will be Hoopa's arrival. Ooh, I can tap on that. Alright, but I didn't want to yet. Look at this. There's like, if you can see this, there are like 8 special events going on throughout the season. That's interesting. Alright, so on today's date, 9/1, September 1st, beginning today, the Season of Mischief has begun. Hoopa has been playing pranks on the team leaders and Professor Willow. It's taken his glasses? Sorry for that brief interruption. I just had a visit from the puppers from downstairs, coming out to do their puppery business. But anyways, let's get back to it. So yeah, apparently Hoopa stole Willow's glasses? Why is it so mischievous, and what else does it have in store for us this season? So on the 5th of Hoopa's arrival, 5th of September, starting at 11 a.m. local time, it says complete the seasonal special research tasks for an opportunity to catch Hoopa. So it's coming to get caught in the next few days, it looks like. Let's see, on Sunday, the 5th, from 11 a.m., 5 p.m. local time, various strange phenomena will be happening around the world. The following types of Pokemon will be attracted to incense and appearing in the wild. So we have Psychic for the first hour, Dark and Ghost for the second, and wash, rinse, repeat sort of thing. Available Pokemon include the following. We got things like Execute, Jinx, yada yada yada. You can see them here if I'm splicing this in properly. So these types and more. As for the Ghost and Dark types, we see these types and more. Other event bonuses, there'll be a collection challenge available featuring Pokemon attracted to incense during the event hours. The collection challenge will reward Hoopa candy and a new avatar pose, the Pokeball Lift. You'll earn twice the candy for transferring Pokemon. A free bundle containing incense will be in the shop, and complete event-exclusive field research to earn rare candies and a variety of Pokeball types. Do you think they're going to get new ones? That'd be cool. I'd like to see some of the Kurt Apricorn Pokeballs come in, like the Heavy Ball, the Level Ball, things like that. I don't know, is Level Ball current? I think it is. What am I thinking? I don't know. Lure Ball's one, though. Anyways, what else is happening during this season of Mischief? Now, it shows one of Hoopa's rings. I still think that could be wormhole-y, kind of. Anyway, throughout the season, you can look forward to Mischief. What strange occurrences will be happening in Pokemon GO? You'll have to wait and see. So, different Pokemon will be appearing in the wild, apparently based on whatever type of biome, I guess, you're in. In the city, we'll be seeing things like Shuppet, Trubbish, Gothita. We got in the forests, the wild nature areas, we have, what was that? Teddiursa, had to stop and think. Shelmet and Carablast. And in the mountains, we'll get Geodude, Rhyhorn, Slugma. In the waters are Krabby, Horsey, and Mantine. Northern Hemisphere, we got a bunch of Pokemon there. Southern Hemisphere, we got a bunch of Pokemon there. There's so much to talk about. And different Pokemon will be hatching from eggs. So from the 2Ks, we got a variety of these Pokemon. The Nidoran, the Barboach, and Drifloon, and more. From 5Ks, we get these ones. From 10Ks, we get these ones. Eggs from the Adventure Sync rewards. We got all these things coming our way. We got a possible Noibat, Dano, and such from 10Ks. Mega Evolution bonuses. During each month of the Season of Mischief, a different Pokemon will receive a CP boost when Mega Evolved. September will be Slowbro. October will be, hey, fittingly enough, Gengar. And November will be Houndoom. When do you think we're going to get new Megas? Because I know people haven't been too fond of how it was implemented, the whole Mega Evolution thing. So I don't know, are they going to continue giving us Megas through raids? Beats me. So Ditto transformations, there seems to be a change in the species of Pokemon that Ditto is transforming into. Now, there's a chance that the following Pokemon will be a Ditto when caught instead of its regular species. We've got Ghastly, Drowsy, Remoraid, Teddiursa, Gulpin, Numel, Stunky, Dwebble, and Fungus. Alright, so that is that for there. Let's cut back to the game right now. Make sure we are back in recording once again as always. And we should be ready to roll. So let's go back here. Okay, I think that's all there is to go over right now as far as the news. Willow's waiting to talk to us. We gotta see what is going on. He's got his glasses. Hey there, Chaz. I'm glad you're here. A new adventure is about to begin. Not long ago, various legendary Pokemon began emerging from mysterious rings, I can't speak, that suddenly appeared in the sky. After some research, we discovered it was Hoopa, the Mischief Pokemon, that was responsible. Hoopa's rings allow it to teleport things, including itself, whenever it wants. Wherever it wants at that. That power makes it hard to track down, but for some reason, Hoopa keeps returning to this area being Earth. How do I know? Well, I was doing some lab work recently when my glasses were lifted straight off my head. Spark was there assisting me, and he said he saw a small lavender-colored hand emerge from a ring and snatch my glasses. Pretty bold, eh? Luckily, I wanted to read this as, luckily, Spark leapt into action, dove through the air, did a triple somersault, and snatched those glasses out of the air. It's not that epic. He and Candela managed to retrieve my spectacles by chasing down the rings that were popping up at random around my mobile lab. So at least I can still see. Haha! Needless to say, I'm still not sure why Hoopa's here. Tracking it down has been difficult, but with your help, I'm sure we'll crack the case in no time. I'm going to make a little side note. I think what would have been funnier is if they did update his character model to not have the glasses on his head and have those randomly findable in the wild as if it was a Pokemon, and then you can, if you get them, you get some sort of a bonus. Can you imagine just walking down the street and a pair of glasses appears in the game? That would have been fun. For now, why don't you try using an incense to see what Pokemon you can find in the area? So you want us to go on ahead and make 10 nice throws, use an incense, take 3 snapshots of wild Psychic-type Pokemon. Alright, that shouldn't be too bad to do at all. We're getting an encounter for this. So this 16 steps. This is a season-long special research, isn't it? One of our viewers, Victini, had said that I should speedrun the Hoopa, and it's like, I don't want to speedrun through it. If they give us 16 steps, they want it to last for a while, so I kind of want to you know, spread it out a little bit. Alright, so Season of Mischief bonuses, seasonal Pokemon in the wild, seasonal Pokemon from eggs, the Misunderstood Mischief special research. I just read all this. You can see this all on screen here. That's all well and good. Alright, so I guess not much to do other than start cracking on some of this research. I do need to get going to pick up some supplies, so I'll do that along the way. I'll probably get this done before I leave or during my adventure, so I don't know. I'll pop back in as soon as we do have this first step complete, and we'll see what happens next during the Season of Mischief. Check it out, trainers, a brand new loading screen here. Interestingly enough, we see, looks like Dedenne, Phantump, and Furfrou possibly coming soon. I'm assuming Phantump will show up in October at some point because of Halloween. Will it be bringing with it, though, Pumpkaboo? That is the question. Alright, so the incense has burned out and the photos have been taken, and what else do we have to do? I don't even know. We're going to go right into our special research and claim our rewards. Alright, let's get ourselves the incense. Again, 1 of 16 steps. This is crazy. 10 Pokeballs, 10 Nana Berries. We're getting 1000 XP, 500 Stardust, and an encounter. So what are they going to start us off with as far as what we're finding? Do we get the Hoopa already? What if they gave us a Hoopa at the start and then a bunch of rewards for, like, say, candies for it and such? I doubted that was the thing. Okay, another Psychic type, though. Not that you need to take any photos right now. What's the next step? I'm going to say, too, I like that they're adding in take photos of wild Pokemon, because they've basically turned, you know, the Go Snapshot mode into Pokemon Snap, which is cool. Snap is a good game. I haven't played the new one, but I've seen, you know, plenty of footage of it. Alright, a 2-star Gothitelle from our research, but let's see what happens next. As with all great mysteries, solving this will take some time, patience, and trust. I'll need to work alone at some points, but I promise I'll return to share my findings and help propel us forward. So will these actually be time-locked steps, I wonder? He's looking at the clock. You just keep exploring the world as you always do. You never know what you might find. I'll report back here once I have more information on Hoopa. Thanks in advance for your help, Chaz. Yeah, so... Oh, okay. Interesting. Professor Willow is currently performing an investigation regarding this research. Check back for more details soon. So I wonder, when they do release this, I believe they said it was on the 5th of September, so only a few days from now. Will this be like a claimable thing, or is he going to give us tasks? I think it's just going to be his research done, this highlights for the 720 Stardust, and then we get the 720 experience. But I don't know. Alright, so as I was expecting, this is going to be an odd kind of video where I'll be recording whatever happens over, like, say, a day's time and then splicing it in. So I don't know when this video will go live, but whenever it does, you'll see all of my steps along the way as we go through the Misunderstood Mischief special research here in Pokemon Go. Alright, that being said, we're going to stop for now. I'll chime back in as new developments develop, but you might not see anything more until I start recording on the 5th, when the next step of our special research comes into play from Professor Willow here in Pokemon Go. Time for an update on the Hoopa hunt here in Pokemon Go. It is currently the 6th of September, so it's been a few days since the last little bit that we recorded, as we expected it would be, because of course we did have to wait a little while for Professor Willow to complete his intermediary research, I guess, for the Misunderstood Mischief, step 2 of, what was it, 16 I think it was? So, thing is, when I did get that accomplished, or rather when he got that accomplished yesterday, I wasn't home, and I didn't have my video recording stuff with me, so this was kind of a record at the time being and recap afterwards sort of a adventure. So, some stuff happened. Let's get into this here. Yeah, step 2 of 16. We got ourselves our nice reward of several bunches of Stardust, 720 apiece, 1440 total. And we now see, hey there, Chaz, it's so good to see you again. Have you managed to spot Hoopa anywhere? I hadn't yet. But although some think of Hoopa as a mischievous troublemaker, really all it wants to do is have fun. Don't we all, you know? Speaking of fun, it seems Hoopa had a blast filling up my mobile lab with Pinette berries. Maybe it spotted me happily, digging into some during my lunch break, and decided I could use a few more. This guy eats Pokemon berries? I guess it's not that odd, maybe? It was a bit of a surprise when I opened the lab door and piles of Pinette berries poured out. It took a while to clean everything up, but I missed that last part. This is all pre-recorded. It was nice having an excuse to clean, not to mention I have enough pinup berries to last me anyway. Hoopa sure has seemed a lot friendlier these days, hasn't it? I think it's been having lots of fun interacting with us. Maybe that's why it's been bringing all sorts of surprises to our world. Who knows, you might be able to catch it now. So, we had to get 5 curveball throws, catch 10 different species of Pokemon, earn 5,000 Stardust. I'm glad that I did all that too. Or that I, claimed that research when I did, because there was also a collection challenge on the go, where we had to get, how many was there? I think 11 different species, or maybe 13. I don't know. There was a number. Hopefully you're seeing it right now on screen, and a lot of it was based on the time of day. Now there was a special event going on, a collection challenge, where every hour from 11 until 7 p.m. I think it was. We had an 8-hour window to get this done. We had to catch various psychic types and dark or ghost types. Now, alternating hours, psychic types were appearing in the wild and attracted to incense, and the following hour would be dark and ghost types. Next hour back to psychic, dark and ghost for the next, and so on. So I only had a little bit of time here and there to get out trying to catch stuff. I basically figured I might have to forego this collection challenge. I don't know if I would have time to do it. Thing is, to complete the collection challenge, we needed to catch Hoopa, and that was going to be given to us from completing that next step of special research. I'm happy to say, in the end, I did manage to complete the collection challenge. I completed the research and got myself my Hoopa, as you're probably seeing right now if I can do some magic editing. So we did capture it's mythical, isn't it? I believe, technically. But anyway, the legendary / mythical Hoopa is now in our collection. Alright, so by accomplishing that collection challenge and the special research, Professor Willow has come up with some new steps along the way of, what are we at now, 4 of 16, I guess? So chiming back in, wow, Chaz, I can't believe you caught Hoopa. Normally I'd say we're done with our research, but I wouldn't be surprised if Hoopa continued to cause mischief. I wonder, it seems there's still much for us to learn about this Pokemon. By the way, I've noticed that some Psychic-type Pokemon have been appearing around my lab. Could Hoopa's presence be the cause? Perhaps we'll be able to use this as an opportunity to research Psychic-type Pokemon, including Hoopa. I'll have to investigate this phenomenon further, and I'll let you know what I've learned more, or when I've learned more, until next time. So, we are again in a holding pattern until Willow finishes his investigation, and we did complete that collection challenge, though. So let's get ourselves the 10 Hoopa candy. Probably more along the way, going to be coming towards us here. And Pokeball Lift pose and a nice 7,200 XP points. Alright, so let's go to our collection, our most recent captures. We have our Hoopa right here. Stat-wise, worst possible attack and defense that we could have gotten. But max HP, so I'm not complaining. It's only a 2-star. Again, I'm not complaining. We do need to check the Pokédex. And I gotta see what other attacks I can learn too. We have Hoopa, the Mischief Pokemon. I almost said mischievous. It is in... I'm gonna start this all again. Hoopa, the Mischief Pokemon. In its true form, it possesses a huge amount of power. Legends of its avarice tell how it once carried off an entire castle to gain the treasure hidden within. So we don't see any, thing here for form changes. I guess we don't usually anyway, as far as Pokemon that can change form. But I do wonder if we're going to see Hoopa Unbound at some point. Look at the rings. Now, I'm going to let Hoopa pop out of the Pokeball because I want to mention something going on today. My initial plan for the day was to do a little bit of Mega Evolution. I don't know if you can tell, but in the background of Hoopa here, it is raining. We're supposed to be getting a pretty big amount of rain all day long, and my thought was I can finally Mega Evolve my Blastoise Sheldon into Mega Blastoise and do a nice rainy town photo shoot of our new Mega. It is Labor Day here in Canada right now, and in my town, buses decide, you know what, you guys don't need service today. So I'm basically confined to the neighborhood. Someday I could get myself a pair of wheels, preferably 2 pairs car, and go around, because there's a bunch of cool things that I could get photos of with a Mega Blastoise. There's the occasional cannon monument, landmark, that I think would fit well with Mega Blastoise. But, yeah, the only means of me getting around right now would be a taxi, which is going to be too costly, or, bike, but I don't have a bike. Anyway, let's take a quick look at Hoopa here. I'm going to venture into the rain a little bit just so we can see a little bit of walk around here. Double tap. Oh, hang on. Oh, it's not in my buddy mode. Never mind, I can't double tap it. Oh, well. My plans are foiled again. I'm grabbing my seat back under the big old umbrella. But yeah, the rain is, well, it's hard to see there. It's coming down pretty bad. So I don't know how much I'll be doing today for the rest of the day. I do want to get my walk-ins done, as per usual, my daily journey through the world of Pokemon. But that's the update for the time being. Also, I've got a double now. Also, I've got a Lugia at my local gym. But that's about it as far as how things are going for Hoopa. So we are, again, in the holding pattern. I'm going to take a look, see if I can find any information on when this step will be accomplished here, this step 4, and then we'll see what the next adventure, or the next leg of this adventure holds for us. In the meantime, I will just say, I have picked up a field research to get some Slowbro Mega Energy, which I don't have any of yet, so I'm kind of excited for that. It's cool too that they do show you the picture of the Pokemon now that this Mega Energy relates to, so you don't need to just judge it by color. Kind of cool. Kind of excited to start getting some Mega Energy for my Slowbro Pinky. Alright, that being said, it is now time to roll for the time being. We'll pop back in. I don't know when. We'll see when Professor Willow has our next bit of adventure research for us. Until then, hold tight, folks. Professor Chaz will be right back. So, what say we end off all this hoopla with a good old-fashioned Psychic Spectacular, another event happening here in Pokemon GO. It is currently Wednesday, the 8th of September, and I don't know if you can really see in the neighborhood, maybe in the nearby, there is a new species that has revealed itself. Inkay and Malamar are being added to Pokemon GO as of 50 minutes ago. So let's take a look-see at what we have to look forward to. So there is some timed research. We've got 5 days, 9 hours to get this all complete. There's some special stuff happening. We're going to go to the blog in just a moment. I do want to point out, though, that Willow has completed his research of the Misunderstood Mischief special research. So let's take a look at that as well. But, as I say, first things being first, go to the news and see what it has to say about the Psychic Spectacular. Popping right over to the blog right now to get this information, to see what we can round out this video with. So, Inkay and Malamar make their Pokemon GO debuts during the Psychic Spectacular. Trainers, as we hinted at during the previous blog, 2 Pokemon making their GO debuts this year during the Psychic Spectacular are Inkay, the Evolving Pokemon, and Malamar, the Overturning Pokemon, starting today, going until Monday, September 13th at 8 p.m. local time. Features are Inkay and Malamar will be making their GO debuts. Inkay will evolve only under unique circumstances. Trainers who have journeyed through the Kalos region in X and Y may have an idea what those circumstances are. Are we literally going to have to turn our phones upside down to get Inkay to evolve? That'll be interesting. That's cool. I always thought that was a very unique way of having an evolution happen in Pokemon. And how would they implement that in future installments if you don't have like a device that can be rotated? But at least phones can, so we can still get the Malamar evolution here in Pokemon GO. The next part of the Season of Mischief special research will unlock, of course. Something's got Psychic-type Pokemon all worked up, and they're appearing more often in the wild. You never know, we might learn more about Hoopa during this process. Psychic-type Pokemon will be appearing more frequently. I gotta slow down a bit. If you're lucky, you might encounter others like Elgium and Inkay. So they are, of course, in the wild. It does say, though, well, it'll say it in a little bit, Psychic-type Pokemon will be appearing in raids. We've got Staryu, which evolves into Psychic-type Starmie, with Chimecho, Bronzor, Esper, and Inkay in 1-star raids. Alolan, Raichu, Wobbuffet, Medicham, and Metagross. Cool. Will be appearing in 3 stars, and Lugia still will be in 5-star raids. Mega Slowbro will be the Mega Raid Pokemon for the event. By completing themed field research tasks, you can encounter event-themed Pokemon like Woobat, Inkay, and more. Take a snapshot once per day for a surprise, and some new Psychic-type Pokemon stickers will be available from Pokestops, gifts, and purchasing them in the shop. So, I want to get myself a decent Inkay to add to the team. Fortunately, it looks like field research and raids will be a way to get some pretty decent stat Inkay, eventual Malamar as well. Alright, go back to the game so we can start checking out what the special research is going to need for us to do right about now. And see what we have in store. And I want to be able to, first of all, be able to go around and getting some good field research. I do have to hit the town today. So, in addition to possible Inkay from raids and field research, let's see what else we can pick up by completing this, well, by Willow completing this step of the special research. And he's back for some more. Hey there, Chaz. I've noticed an increase in the number of Psychic-type Pokemon appearing around my mobile lab of late. Whenever something like this happens, I can't help but get excited about researching the cause. As you may recall, the mythical Pokemon Hoopa is a Psychic and Ghost type. I have a hunch its recent appearances might be causing the uptick in Psychic-type Pokemon in these parts. What's more, I believe we may be able to learn more about Hoopa by researching other Psychic-type Pokemon. There's one in particular that's caught my attention, Inkay. My colleague in the Kalos region told me that he must be talking about Professor Sycamore. That Inkay is known as the revolving Pokemon and that it evolves in a unique way. I'm ashamed to say I've forgotten the details, but I do remember him saying upside down several times during his explanation. If only I could remember why. Maybe it's my one-track mind speaking, but I immediately think of Hoopa when I hear upside down, because its appearance turned our world right on its head. Haha. There's stranger things in the world. Okay, so we got to power up Pokemon 10 times, got to catch 20 Psychic-type Pokemon and evolve 3 of such Psychic types. Getting an encounter, I was going to say Inkay, maybe an Inkay-ounter for 20 Psychic-type catches. Another encounter for the overall rewards, get some candies, get some potions, all sorts of good stuff. So without further ado, I see we got some Psychic types to already pick up here. I am trying to get some Poison type encounters and catches for our Galarian Slowpoke Mega Bust, named because of, basically it looks like a Pokemon version of Mega Man when it evolves. But let's see if we can get ourselves an Inkay or two, possibly from some nice field research as we start our adventures through this part of the special research. So let's pop back in as more developments develop. I'm a slight fibber. I did not leave the neighborhood just yet. I did get a little bit of my research accomplished here. First thing to mention though is as I was wandering around, I did encounter my first wild Inkay. I grabbed that quickly as I could and we added it to our Pokedex very nicely. And we'll check the stats in just a moment here and take a look, see what the Pokedex has to say about it. In fact, let's just get into it right now. Where are you at? There's Inkay, my first of 5. Of course, find one from the first 5 to see which is the best one to focus on. It is Inkay, the revolving Pokemon. Opponents who stare at the flashing of the light-emitting spots on its body become dazed and lose their will to fight. That should come into play in the games, don't you think? The opponent should be dazed and unable to battle. Imagine how broken that would be if nothing could touch it. Anyway, fortunately it's not that broken. So she is a 1-star specimen. Almost max attack though. 1 point away from perfect, but 0 for the HP. Defense is a little above average. So that is our first of 5, but of course, I'll be hitting the raids around town in case we can find a better one. Alright, but we have completed our timed research, which I don't think, did I even really describe what it was? What was it? Catch Pokemon, yada yada. Anyway, so we get ourselves 500 experience points, 10 Pokeballs for catching more Inkay, 500 Stardust, and I'm hoping that our Pokemon encounter, in addition to our berries and experience, will be a Psychic type, because I need to catch one more Psychic type to finish up some field research. Alright, let's see what luck has in store for us. I see Abra's name has popped up. I normally don't like to look at the name before we see the Pokemon, but it's too late. We already know what's coming. And, of course, I'm going to throw despite it attacking. I forgot I don't have one of my, was it Ultra Buddies or Great Buddies? Can't remember. But sometimes when they are, I believe, Great or Ultra Buddies, or even Best Buddies, when they're at your side, you can sometimes get them to deflect the ball back for you. Alright, this Abra from research is a 2-star, which means it's probably going to be transferred, but for the time being, let's see. Oh, there are more steps to this too. So power up Pokemon 5 times, catch 20 more Pokemon, and make 5 great throws. Another encounter coming our way for that. Alright, but I did pick up a couple of field researches, Pokemon encounters, and I don't know what we're going to see. I'm kind of hoping we'll find Inkay, because as I say, you can get some decent stats off the research Pokemon. I somehow, though, had a feeling that a simple catch 10 Psychic types would be too easy to encounter this new species. However, Abra could be one of several reward possibilities. Sometimes they do give you multiple chances at, I should say, a chance at multiple different species. And that is a nice 3-star Abra. Alright, so that does actually complete our second field research that we picked up. I want to pick more of this up as I go around town today, though. More chances for nice stat Inkay. And a Drowsy, so right there, we do get a couple different species from the same kind of field research. Alright, but still, not the Inkay we were hoping for. But every psychic catch is a step along the way, so I will not complain. So we only got to catch 7 more for our, I believe that's the special research. This is a 2-star Drowsy, once again transferable. Let's see how we're doing for our specials. Got to catch 7 more and we'll get that step complete. Will he have to pause after this step again to do more research? I don't know. Now, I do want to check one thing though, the whole alluding to how Inkay evolves. You'll see here, we need 50 candy and there's a question mark next to it. Is it as simple as this? I don't know if you can't really see the change, but there's no change in the question mark. So it's not quite that simple, but maybe this won't happen until I have the 50 candy needed to evolve it. Alright, anyway, that being said, let's do a little bit more psychic type catching. There's a couple more here in the area and see if we can complete this fifth step technically of the Misunderstood Mischief Special Research before leaving the neighborhood for the day. Let's see what future has in store for us. Another couple of catches later and we have completed our next set of tasks here for the Special Research of Misunderstood Mischief. I want to get this cleared up so that in case we have stuff that I can accomplish while I'm out and about in the bigger part of town, I'm ready to start claiming task rewards. So first of all, let's get ours at 15 Great Balls. We're going to get 10 Revives. Now, what encounter do we get for this? We have a second one coming as well for the overall. But first and foremost, do we see an Inkay? We see an Abra. I want the Inkay. It's the new species. They're just toying with us now, right? Keeping the hype going for the duration of the Psychic Spectacular, which although I do want to try to get it all done in one day, because I'm a tryhard like that, I do want to, it lasts for 5 days, so I don't really need to get it all done. I just want to. Okay, that is a 3-star, so we'll tag you to go off to home, and let's see what the overall rewards might happen to be. 10 Hyper Potions and 10, what is that candy? Inkay candy, alright, that'll come in handy. Now, do you think they're going to give us an Inkay because they've given us extra candies to start with? I think they might. Nope, we're going to get a female Wobbuffet. Can they be shiny yet? Because I know the Why Not can be shiny. Did I hatch one of those? I don't even know. But I do know I caught one of the Party Hat shiny Wobbuffet from raids back during one of the, I think it was one of the Go Fests, or just maybe the anniversary celebrations. This Wobbuffet is another 3-star specimen. I'll tag you for home as well. And let's see what Willow has to say. Hey trainer, have you noticed that Hoopa has continued to cause mischief? Its tricks are always unexpected, but I do feel like Hoopa's brought some welcome color to our lives. Speaking of colorful things, I've heard reports that there's a certain Pokemon nearby that's known to have multiple appearances. Kecleon? It's not really appearances. Anyway, keep your eyes peeled for me, won't you? In the meantime, I'm going to analyze everything we've learned about Psychic-type Pokemon thus far. Hopefully it'll point us in the right direction to continue our research on Pokemon forms and Hoopa. Are you gonna really... This man's taking his time, isn't he? Alright, well anyway, that completes that part of the special research. A little bit more to go on this timed research, but I'll accomplish this once we're in the bigger part of town and see what rewards we happen to pick up, including, along the way, whatever field research we find as well, and potentially more decent stat Inkay. Stay tuned as we round out this adventure for today with a little bit more of Pokemon going. I'm now back home from the afternoon and well, we did manage to get our timed research complete. This step, my phone actually ran out of recording space, so I thought I'm going to wait till we can actually offload footage and get back together here and record. There's something on my hand, I'm good, I think, and see what we can get for our rewards. Now, I want to show Niantic, ladies and gentlemen, you don't understand the way I like to evolve Pokemon, okay? As I said, we have ourselves a nice Inkay, a nice 3-star Inkay, which is probably going to be the one that I do go with. She is 5 points from perfect. I still can't turn the phone upside down and see if it's allowing me for evolution or not, but probably because we need to get extra candy. So what I like to do is power up my new Pokemon to needing 5,000 Stardust before I consider evolution. And in the meantime, one of our field researchers we picked up is to evolve one Inkay. I'm not doing that anytime soon, but I mean, this is just a field research, so that's not gonna, like, you know, time me up all that much, because we have our timed research to now claim. And I wonder will we have more steps after this. First of all, let's get ourselves the charged TM. We got 3 total encounters coming our way. Now our first one is going to grant us the Psychic type Pokemon known as a Xatu. Interesting. Can I throw? Hey, wow, excellent curveball. Okay, yeah, wasn't expecting an evolved Pokemon from this. Now, if they're giving us evolved, I wonder if that means we're almost at the end or at the end of the timed research. Let's see. 3-star. Also, being an evolved Pokemon, I tend to send them off to Pokemon Home as well, to save people the level up requirements to get their evolved Pokemon for their Pokedex, if anyone ever needs a Xatu. I see Metatite did pop up the name there, and I wonder, since we do see the name sometimes pop up early, will it show us if there's the shiny symbol? I would imagine it would, but I don't know. We'll probably find out someday, as we claim our second encounter reward from this part of timed research. Do we see a 3-star on this one? We do not. Okay. Now, we get the overall encounter also across the street. That gym, that level 1 egg might be another Inkay. I don't imagine we'll do much better than what we have, that 3-star. But you never know. By the end of the day, we'll find out. Alright, look away, folks. Don't see what the name says. You can look back now. We find a Starmie. Okay. Kind of was hoping for Inkay. I'm assuming we're going to get an Inkay from this timed research. Question being, are there more steps? The answer was just on screen. We got to make curveball throws. That means we got more researches yet to do. I don't know how long this video is right now. We got 950 Stardust for that. Did you see that? Or was that? Anyway, we got some cool stuff. We got a 3-star me right there. We're going to tag you for going off to home. Look at that. Hidden Power of Rock and Power Gem also Rock. That's one Rock and Starmie right there. Alright, overall, we have to battle in a raid. Well, that's coming up. We have to use an incense to get a lure. That's kind of cool. And make 5 nice curveball throws in a row. That should not be hard to do either. In fact, I could do the incense right now and get some of them curveball throws done. And then take on this raid. So that raid is in 44 minutes. So we still got time. I guess I can do the incense. And then when the incense burns out, battle that raid. So, once again, I will be back with the next part of this video, which is probably going well into overtime. Let's not waste any more time and get to it. Be back in just a moment. Well, the incense has burned out and the raid is complete, so let's claim our rewards for this part of our timed research and take a look-see, is there anything else left for us to do? So we got ourselves the Hyper Potions, the Lure Module, 2 encounters coming our way. What do we get first of all? We find a ball toy. Let's throw correctly. There we go. And do you think we're going to get an Inkay off of the timed research? I'm imagining we will, but to be honest, I don't know. I'm as much in the dark as you, although you might have already done this by the time you're watching this, so maybe I'm not as in the dark as you. Maybe I'm in the darker. Okay, 2-star ball toy. Let's grab ourselves the overall encounter plus 1,000 XP, 1,000 Stardust. Now, do we see a perfect Inkay? Because there's not too many that I could find. There's Inkay, I saw the name. Okay. Again, I try not to see the name ahead of time, but it's too late. I did it. You know, I'm not going to Golden Raspberry this. I have plenty of Inkay as it is. Now, if this is 4 points or less away from perfect, this will be the Inkay that we go with. Nice, simple catch right there. Let's see. It's probably going to be a 2-star. I don't know what tells me that. Just a random guess. Actually, this is a better one. This is only 4 points from perfect. So I think this might be the one that we wind up making part of the main team. We got to get the candies, of course, for it. Alright, so does that conclude our timed research? Indeed it do. So I did get that done all in one day. Very nice. Of course, we're still holding our position, I guess, until Willow is complete his investigation for the Misunderstood Mischief. It's going to be another few days, I assume. So we're going to wait and see what the next step of this season-long special research will entail. Of course, I did say there's going to be a season-long sort of special event in Pokemon Go. Alright, but with that, we now come to a conclusion for our video. Again, I don't know how long it is yet. I haven't edited any of it, but you know how long it is. You sat through it. And thank you for doing so. Hope you enjoyed it.
If you did, feel free to click the old like button down below to let me know you did enjoy the adventure. And if you are new here to the channel and you liked what you saw, you want to see more, feel free to hit that subscribe button down below so you can stay in tune with what's going on here on the channel. Click that bell notification button to get updates when new videos, posts, streams, what have you, are happening here on Professor Chaz's channel. And down in the comments, let me know, how did the Psychic Spectacular go for you? And how did all of your Hoopa Hoopla go? Did you manage to get yourselves a nice Hoopa? Again, mine was, what is it, a 2-star? I think it was max HP. The other stats as low as they can get. Something like that. Anyway, let me know how things went for you. Hopefully somebody out there got a perfect Hoopa. Alright, for the time being, I guess there's not much more to do but sign off. I'll be back in another video as we get more of the misunderstood mischief. Forgot the first word. Special research going on during the Season of Mischief, I believe this is. It is indeed Season of Mischief. Of course, this is going to be cool leading into the Halloween season. So we'll see what that brings, which I don't know what the next step's going to be, but we'll find out together as it happens live in Pokemon GO. Alright, thank you folks again for watching. As I said before, Professor Chaz is now signing off, and as always, I'll catch you next time.